So there's certain apps on Linux that simply have no parallels on other operating systems, and I want to share one of them with you in this video. This one is called GtkStressTesting, or GST for short, which is admittedly not a great name, especially for all that it does. It does do stress testing, sure, but it also monitors your system's vitals and provides hardware information which is not easily available without CLI tools. For getting a bird's eye view of your system's current stats, I'm not sure there's a better tool out there. Now you might look at this and say, well, hold up, there's tools on Windows that do exactly this. And you're right, there are tools that do this, but this is a single tool that is maintained and updated, uses good current styling. It's also totally free and open source and is coded in just regular old Python 3. You can view and hack on the code in GitLab. And the README is just awesome. It provides a ton of information about the project and how you can get started with it, both using it but also contributing to it. So I've been tinkering around with these low-spec machines, and GST has been super useful to me in helping find the limits on these tiny little rigs. Elementary OS has this cool little picture-in-picture feature that lets me snap the processor clocks or the temps and voltages and then launch a game or whatever to see how the system handles it. It's kind of like a ghetto version of Mango HUD, which is another tool I would love to talk about in this little mini-series. I'm using my new Asus PB50 as a test case here, and I've learned that the hardware reduces the voltage once the system reaches about 70 or 80 degrees Celsius. I found that out simply by watching these numbers and correlating the behavior, so it's nothing too terribly scientific, but it's interesting nonetheless. The stress test and benchmark features are a cool touch, and I can see how they would be super useful for overclocking because you have all of your stats right here, and it gives you arbitrary points for benchmarks so that you can compare your numbers between runs. It's worth pointing out that all of the information provided here by GtkStressTesting is provided by CLI tools and Linux files, so there's nothing like magical happening. It's basically just a handy GUI on top of all of this stuff, and it's done really, really well. I discovered this app quite a long time ago actually on FlatHub, and storefronts like Elementary OS's App Center, when FlatHub is sideloaded, makes it really easy to find this good stuff. It's also available in default repos on some distros, but without an app store or storefront sort of thing, it's just a name and a list, and you kind of have to know what to look for. Application discovery is honestly a bit of a pain on Linux, and FlatHub makes it really easy to find awesome stuff like this. Now GST is so darn good that I don't really have very many suggested improvements besides maybe the tables should be able to be resized. It also doesn't follow the system theme, but that might just be a Flatpak or Elementary OS thing, I'm not sure. I installed this one here through Flatpak. I could have installed it through other methods, so maybe that's just a theme issue, I don't know. But that's all for this video. If you liked this one, be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to support me, you can become a patron over on my Patreon. I appreciate all your support, and thanks for watching.